During the 2024 MAC championship game, en route to their dominant 38-3 victory over Miami, Ohio, Ohio University's second drive took 10 minutes and 14 seconds off the game clock over the course of 19 snaps. Today, we're breaking down every play in that drive. Ohio ran a lot of zone reads with great success against Miami. They opened the drive, reading the defensive end on the field side. The edge surfs, and the quarterback correctly gives the ball to the running back. However, there's a wrinkle that I really like here. Instead of the backside guard and tackle combo blocking from the 3-tech up to the mic, the guard actually pins the 3-tech. The tackle then folds around and up to the mic. While this doesn't have a big impact on this play's outcome, it's a nice changeup. Outside of the red zone, Miami played most of the game with corners several yards off the line of scrimmage and then bailing deeper to take away the deep threat. This challenged Ohio to work down the field with short gains to hitches and out routes. Ohio usually paired this with a vertical concept from the inside receiver to hold the flat player. The other part of this play I want to highlight is the use of motion. Note how the defense is in a too-high, open look with the boundary safety cheating up to the flat. The motion from the 2 receiver causes the safeties to rotate and expose a 1-high look with the open flat for the hitch. Next, Ohio uses a QB power RB swing RPO. Ohio's condensed formation leads to a condensed secondary from Miami. This, paired with the deep corners, means there is plenty of running space to the field. The key on the RPO is the Mike linebacker. If he follows the pulling guard, Ohio has a numbers advantage blocking upfield for the swing route. If he leaves the box to cover the swing, Ohio can run the ball with even numbers, but good leverage in the box. Here, the Mike bites on the pulling guard, so the ball is thrown to the running back. After that, Ohio runs what is essentially a split zone bluff read. The sniffer is already aligned to the side being red instead of trapping across the formation, but he still lets the edge work upfield and then works up to the linebacker. Ultimately, the edge works upfield, so the running back gets the ball. Here's another example of Ohio taking advantage of the open flats against Miami's cover 3 with deep corners. Again, the seam hitch pattern leverages the number 2 receiver on a vertical route to hold the flat defender. Here's a zone read where the quarterback should have given the ball to the running back. However, he's an athlete and he makes an athletic play for the first down. Also, props to the offensive line for getting enough push to give the QB space to cut upfield. Miami wanted to force Ohio to execute over and over until they made a mistake. On this play, Ohio took a shot on a scissors concept, but this risky pass almost resulted in an interception. This was a massive drop by the defense. Ohio followed that play with a much more conservative tight end insert concept, which didn't do much. On third down, Ohio aligned in 2-by-2 with their receivers out wide. Miami responded with a 2-high defense and wide linebackers. This put 3 defensive backs over 2 receivers on both sides of the formation, but left only 5 players in the box, all of which were on the line of scrimmage. Miami also ran a stunt, but the D lineman overran the gap, and Ohio was able to get a first down. Once again, Ohio goes back to the hitch seam pattern against a soft corner, though Miami's corner does react faster this time to limit the gain. Now we get another zone read. The edge plays too far upfield, and the running back is able to cut back for a first down. Here is another instance where Miami's bend don't break game plan almost paid off. Ohio runs a double post wheel and checks the ball down to the running back. However, the pass goes backwards and hits the ground. Ohio was lucky the result was a 3-yard loss. At the bottom of the screen, Ohio yet again turns to a seam hitch concept against soft corners. Note how the motion rotates the Miami safety out of the flat before the snap. This is a fake zone read. The actual concept is QB counter. The defensive end holds the edge, but then gets kicked by the guard. The running back then becomes the lead blocker through the hole. The defensive end plays very tight to the edge, so the pulling guard log blocks him instead of kicking, and the run continues around the guard. First and goal, Ohio leans on a split zone for a 3-yard gain. Turning to a modern triple option, Ohio runs a tight end insert concept. There is also the option for a QB keep or throw to the flat. Ohio ran this concept multiple times against Miami. Ohio gets bailed out on 3rd and goal here by a face masking penalty. Ohio runs a quarterback wide zone, but isn't able to block the playside defensive tackle. With a fresh set of downs, Ohio calls a speed option. They read it properly and pitch out to the running back when the linebacker picks the quarterback, but Miami's defense reacts quickly and swarms the running back. Before breaking down the final play, where Ohio scores a touchdown, let's take a look back at a previous play. Remember the split zone bluff concept? Ohio is running it again on the goal line. The difference is that the linebacker the sniffer is working towards is rushing with contain responsibility, so he ends up blocking nobody. The quarterback reads the edge crashing and keeps the ball, but the outside linebacker is waiting. However, the quarterback makes the linebacker miss the tackle, and he scrambles in for the touchdown.